What's good, YouTube? This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Collector here, 6741, and the last videos that I did was the match between Infernities versus my Dino Xyz deck at the Rhodium Swap Meet at a local place that I play cards. So I decided to tear the deck apart so I can show you guys what I run. It's slightly been altered since that match. So here's the deck layout that I use. Monster start, I use 3 Diplo, I use 2 Iolo, 1 Destroyer Saurus to search out for the Jurassic World field spell. I use 2 of the Evosar Surreal. I use 3 Velo. 3 Waiba, which is a must-have for the deck. I run 2 Heras, just in case the Evos are the Jiracs are destroyed and they're in the graveyard. I can special them from my hand and graveyard. 2 Westlow. Just for now, 1 Ninjasho. I had 3, but I'm running 1 Dino now. One of my favorites, 3 Hydro Geddon. And 1 Gallum. That's the monster lineup. Now for the spells, I run 2 Jurassic World, 1 Space, 2 Burden of the Mighties, so I could run over stuff for Waiba and Hydro Geddon. Shrink. Now that Torrential Tribute is going to be at 2, I put in a body as a shield. 1 book. Evo's Force, which helps out after I flip Westlow. And 2 Fossil Bake. Now for the traps, I run 2 Compulse, 2 Call of the Haunted, 1 Stun, 1 Bottomless, and 1 Mirror Force is what I have right now. Since I have tuners, I do run Synchros, and just a few. I run 3 Giganado, very good card. 1 Meteor, just to nuke, and 1 Mistworm, since Trishula will be gone, so Mistworm will have to pick up the slack. And then for the Exceeds, 2 Granosaurus. I do side out 1 for number 17 Leviathan Dragon, but 2 for the main deck. 1 Z-Mains. I could use a second one, but I just use 1 for now. 139 Utopia. Still a good card all around. 1 Roach. Helps out a lot. And double Logia. I use them. That's a better picture. Like that. And double Doka. Use them. They really help out. And just for kicks, for the Hera, I run 1 Soda. I call him Soda Pop for short. As far as the side deck goes, it's not really great, but I will be adding a Solemn Warning to the deck, Fiendish Chain, and if not all 3, but 1 of the Shadow spells. They actually do work. They're actually a little bit cheaper than Fiendish Chain, despite the monster can still use its effect, but it helps reduce the monster's attack points so you could run over it with Waiba or Hydro Geddon. The deck actually works really well. I mean, it has its moments when it doesn't, but compared to the Dino Rabbit version, it's using a lot of expensive cards like Tour Guide, Rescue Rabbit, Reaper, etc., etc. But it's not really focused on the Dino engine. It's just focused on the Dokas and the Logas because they're dragons, but because of their requirement, they're asking for the dinosaur monsters to make their Exceed stack. I played a deck today and I got a chance to see the deck in its full force, and once Logia hit the field, my opponent just kept bouncing me back with Grand Mole. So it's not really much with the deck that I see that was like too strategic, but and then he ran a Leviair so he can get his Dino, so he can get his Rabbit back, so he could run it over and over. But in the end, the deck is much more consistent because when you bring in Rescue Rabbit, you bring in two normal dinos. The one that sneezes, I really can't pronounce his name, and then Sabersaurus. So those are your only two targets to go into. And I believe my opponent ran the tour bus as well to recycle other stuff. But anyway, I like my build, and I will be doing deck layouts of other decks that I play. If you want me to cover a subject or talk about any other cards, if you guys have questions about the new ban list that will be hitting our meta in a few days, and you guys are fumbling with cards to substitute the cards that are banned and restricted, please drop me a line. Rate, comment, subscribe to my channel. I love to give information to the players because I don't like to shortchange anyone. I don't want anyone shortchanged. Now tomorrow I will be doing a video of me going to Savvy's, playing Dual Terminal 6 using two Japanese Dual Terminal Xyz that will not be released to the US version until May the 25th. That is 3 days away from the Epic Dawns pack. But the two cards that I have is Vylon de Sigma and Gem Knight's Pearl. Now, they will be received out of the machine by the time May 25th comes to us. Now, I did buy a dual terminal overlay book from Japan from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zeal version, and it gave me a Steel Swarm Roach, but it doesn't scan because the Roach does not come from the cabinet, which is disappointing. But I tried and it didn't work. But oh well. But at least the video will be seen of me playing Gem Knight's Pearl and Vylon de Sigma. And when the other Exceeds are released, I'll have those as well. So we're about a few seconds past 8 minutes into the video, so hopefully my deck was somewhat knowledgeable for you guys. Hopefully for those that are trying to run the Evo version / Dino Exceed deck, hopefully you guys can use some of my ideas. I don't know if they're the best, but I enjoy it. And it got me pretty far at one tournament. It got me to the final round against a friend of mine that was playing Insector / Windups. But anyway, I will be going back there running this deck, but I'll have the other cards that are in it. So I'll be running the Fiendish Chain and the number 17. I'll be running those and the Solemn Warning to make the deck a little more strategic. Well, that's going to conclude the video. So this is the former Yugi Fan 214, which is now the Collector 6741. So rate, comment, subscribe, and most of my videos in the future, when I do face videos like these, will be done here in my room, on my bed, so I can give layouts of other subjects and other cards. So that's going to be it. So signing out, YouTube. Peace.